I bought the log cabin. I'm going for broke. But anyway, they have it for just if you're going to do it yourself.
Joan has a
And
cool
then
way.
they-
We did a log cabin.
The front of the, what's the
magazine.
name of the book?
Or is it a book? Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
So let's get started. Welcome. This is AccuQuilt
We'll get it
for
afterwards.
October. Let's think we're in November for a second. And it is month 5. We have 3 months left. So Ruth had a question about using you brought in this pattern book for the strips for the log cabin. And so this,
Yeah, it has for, if you're just going to do it,
yeah,
the AccuQuilt, and then it has
Oh,
what you need
so it
for
gives you
it.
both.
It gives you both.
it gives you both. That is super cool. See, and it looks kind of like our patterns,
Very pretty.
what we use.
Yeah.
Just a list of
The AccuQuilt
dyes.
dyes and fabrics and
Yeah.
what the shapes are and.
Yeah.
I was
So are they
surprised.
using a strip die like 2.5 or 1.5 or?
There's a 1.5, and then I think there's.
Log cabins are fun.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So who's part show and tell? Ruth. You want to come up so we can all see?
Well, I showed some of them already, but this is what AccuQuilt's doing on the So Long. It's it's called the Table Runner, and I finished mine. But they did the trees last Friday from 12 to 1 on their site, and then they're doing the houses tomorrow. But I went ahead and finished it because you can download the pattern for whatever block you want to do it in. This is the 8-inch. But they do it in the 12 on the show. So I just wanted to show people that.
Yeah.
I have a quilt that I did in Hunter Star that I'm dropping off today to quilt. And this is going to be the backing. It's really soft. And then this is the, it's a wedding gift.
Oh, that's going to be beautiful.
I hope so.
What pattern did you pick?
I picked the loose
Oh, I know what you're talking about, loose paper.
what is this? Is the top. I don't want to refold it.
Yeah.
That looked nice in my bedroom.
I started, I had 3 different colors.
I need that for my bedroom.
Here we have a raffle and.
I know, and so I had to come up with,
That's great. Great.
yeah, I just did it variegated, and it's a wedding gift
Very
for a
pretty.
niece in March, and she lives in San Antonio, so I thought, I've been looking and looking and looking for backing, and I found some 108, and then I'm gonna, they just filled out all the paperwork here to do
What
it.
size is that?
A queen, it's
Queen.
like, I think she told me she had a 10-inch drop. It's probably plenty big for her bed.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's 85 by 85,
Yeah.
something like that.
I need a king. I still haven't made it.
But, you know, then you don't have to worry about whatever. This is the bat that I got done.
Oh, cute.
And I
That's
use
the one you
the,
showed last
yes,
month.
this is the one that she was doing with the 4-inch. I guess it's this way. And what a challenge, but it was fun. It was really, I challenged myself. I had the 4-inch, so I thought, why not? And I did do the glow in the dark. And I wanted to talk to you because it doesn't glow.
It has to be exposed to light,
Okay.
and then when you take it into the dark,
Uh-huh.
it will.
So how much light do you have to do it?
Well, I would just leave it out, and by the
I
time
did.
we're-
I had it on the coffee table, but it didn't seem to, because I turned all the lights off and it didn't even.
Do you have a daylight lamp or something?
Yeah, I do. I have an LED, and then I finally got this one back.
Oh,
I wanted to show you. We did this one in class. Let me see if we can figure out the top and the bottom.
I don't think there is.
Okay.
I think it's
I don't know.
square.
Oh, I like that.
But anyway, I bought the truck fabric here, and I just thought it turned out really, really cute, the checkerboard.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah. So, a friend,
Who quilted it? Let's give him a plug.
Kathleen Leary, she's down in the Yellow Dog Quilt Company. She's a
Okay.
friend.
Yep, she's
And-
part of the shop hop coming up.
Oh, yeah. And she's done a few of my quilts. She just took forever. I just got it back.
Yeah, Sarah and I are already planning.
Oh, I should ride along with you guys. Are you gonna do
Anybody
it in 2 days or one?
We're going on Saturday because she works full time.
Yeah.
Jim,
That's a lot to do in one day.
We might not do what we did. Oh,
I
don't
did
know,
local
years
ones
ago,
like
I-
one day and then I did the
Yeah, that's
outlying
nice.
ones.
That's
any
what
more, Ruth?
I think so.
I
think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I just got this one back. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, no, you and Vicky, man, you just,
I just have my book.
I'm retired,
Project
and this
after
is what
project.
my projects, this is what I've always wanted to do when I retired, and so the bat project, I thought I was gonna go batty with it, but it did okay.
it's a cute little quilt.
Yeah.
So go back and get the pattern for the trees for that, and get on the AccuQuilt.
Yeah.
They'll let you do it? Okay, I'll find
No, they'll give you the whole pattern on the 8-inch cube.
Okay.
And it tells you instructions, how to do the trees, how to do the
Oh,
houses,
okay, okay.
and the background.
I'll have to play with it, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Anybody
really,
else
I
bring
just
show
did
and
the
tell?
blocks.
I have to
I did. I'm not fancy. Basically because you had said, you know what, you just take your scrap fabric and cut things out and make blocks out of that. So I'm like, okay, I dragged my AccuQuilt downstairs when Eric was watching TV and I just cut whatever. I didn't plan anything, which is
That's
like,
not
oh my
her,
goodness.
she said.
I'm like, I'm just gonna do whatever, and then I'm going to make myself be creative with the blocks. And so these were just blocks out of.
So everybody can see.
just cut the shapes you're saying.
I just cut all the shapes, and then I just had them in little piles. And so I just started. I think I started with maybe this one, and
Yeah.
and then I just made another one. It's like whatever shapes I had.
Oh, I
And
like
then I
that
just-
brown and red one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just the colors obviously are from the fabric line that we've got, and then this was like the left. I was like kind of dredging it. Maybe
okay.
maybe
Yeah,
not
they're
have been
nice.
the
They
stuff
look
I would have
nice.
necessarily picked, but I just
I
made
like it.
myself be creative
I
and
love the
let myself.
contrast that you put
Yeah.
I
together.
like it, yeah.
So at the end, I will have a
Hodgepodge.
hodgepodgey little quilt.
That's okay.
And
I
Those
need to
work.
try that.
anyway,
You have your blocks?
Oh, just the two that we did.
Oh,
It was
nice.
fun.
I am caught up on our blocks.
Is there another one?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
there's
three
another
of
one. Oh, yeah, there's
I
another
did
one.
mine in this.
Where'd I put it? Here it is. Yeah, this was
I
the
did
one that
not
was.
like that
No,
one.
I didn't like. It was
Yeah,
hard.
it
I
didn't
found
turn
it
out
very
I
hard.
didn't like the one. that-
Yours is better than mine.
Best I
You
could
did
do.
good.
Best I could do. Well, I opened the seams in the back, but even that, you've
I
done a
know.
lot. You know, but
Like I opened kind of like that.
didn't think I could do it, but I got it. So
It looks really
It's
good.
it's good enough. I mean, it's as good as I can get it.
So
So.
is everybody caught up?
Yes.
Yes.
I try to do it right away because otherwise I forget
How
about
many more
it.
months
It's
are there?
crunching. That's
3 more
Three.
months.
But I just
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty.
So this has not been proofed yet, so there's string hanging all over it. It's string when the quilt is done
Ooh, that's pretty.
and thread when before you're quilting.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Doing this one. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
That is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
This is our shop hop quilt.
Oh, that's pretty.
Cool.
Have kids or what do you?
So in the shop hop, that starts November 3rd, I think.
Third, fourth, and fifth.
3rd, 4th, and 5th. You will get from each shop. The cost is going to be $6.99. You get 4 fat 8s from each shop, and then each shop is making their own quilt.
Mm.
So, and then they will sell the pattern and the finishing. So the only thing we added was the borders, the 2 borders.
I like that border.
And so.
Sets it off.
And it's, we'll probably just charge like $1 for the pattern because it's not my pattern. This is We All Sew, their block.
Oh, it's the same block, just
Yeah.
a different colorway.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Some of the shops do have the same fabric. But yeah, I think it turned out
Well,
pretty. It's,
How many blocks do you have?
this is 6 by 7, so 42. So there's 11 shops, so you're gonna get 44. You'll end up with 2 extra blocks
Okay.
when you make all of them. When I was piecing this, I wanted to turn this row where this part was facing this block. So this is a square. This is not an on point. This is just a 9 patch. And so I wanted to turn this, and I probably half dozen times I ended up picking this out because
It just didn't.
but by the time I got to the end, my mind had wrapped around the concept. I did
So
cut
be
this.
careful how you're
Yeah,
sewing
be careful
it
how you're
together.
piecing. So this won't actually be on display in the store until that day. So, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek because I did cut it out with AccuQuilt.
What's the name of the?
What block did you use? The
The 6
The 6.
I used because it's a 9-inch block.
Okay.
And you wouldn't have enough fabric to do it with the 8-inch cube. And there's a special way to cut it out. So if any of you come to the shop hop and you want to get this quilt, just hold your fat 8s until we meet again, and I will show you how to cut this out.
Yeah,
Okay?
I would have to do the 4 or the 8 because I'm not buying another block.
Yeah, I don't have.
This is oops.
So this one,
Oh, that's
oh,
fine.
Upside down.
How did you know that? Oh, it's just,
We'll get it.
you watched it.
Oh, you did the.
nope, I didn't do it. This is not a quilt that we made. This was a
Oh.
gift for
I love the names on them.
Judy Brennan. So they turned it
I
into a
know
signature
Judy.
quilt.
Yeah.
And so she was gracious enough to let us borrow this.
I love it. Age 14.
So yeah,
Oh, that's a good idea.
Put
this
their
is
age on it.
going
might
to
not
be our weekly sew along on Joan Sews. So a lot of these blocks can be cut with AccuQuilt, and you know I'm going to because
Yeah.
we don't have
That's
a lot
a
of
real
time.
pretty backing too.
Yeah,
Look
the
at the
back
backs.
is
Isn't that fun?
little sewing notions.
Really fun. So it's got the theme for almost breast cancer for October.
Yeah, because I did the last
And you
year's
did
breast
grunge
cancer.
on all of it. Okay.
Yes, we are using the same colors. This is all grunge. The background is going to be white to keep the cost down. Each kit is going to be $5.
So 5 times 3, 30.
So it'll be $150 for the total, which is about what you paid.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
so that starts December 6th on Joan Sews at 6 p.m.
What day is that?
It's Tuesday night.
So that will take care of Tuesday nights for
30 weeks.
that's a long time.
Well, we've done longer.
I
Yeah,
know.
we did that Amish sampler and
Yeah.
which I still don't have. I work on deadlines, and if the deadline isn't
I hear you.
looming, then
Well, this quilt that I just showed you, that Hunter Star, is for a wedding in March, and she lives in San Antonio.
yeah.
And most likely, I probably won't go to the wedding because tickets for flying there are $1,000 round trip.
I will tell you the
And that's not
last
hotel.
couple of times that Robert and
I know, I was thinking about that in March.
flown
though.
for business, we ended up getting stranded.
Never know.
They canceled our return flight.
What, I'm sorry, what did you say, Jim?
So the last couple of times I've flown, they canceled our return flight.
Yeah, it depends on if it's early in the day or late in the day or.
Yeah, we so we fly for business quite a bit.
Yeah.
And, I'm just looking for a map. 'Cause I was-
I've taken over the whole basement with my AccuQuilt stuff. I have a bar, and that's where I have all my cutting stuff, and it's all at the top of the bar, and then out.
Okay, back on track. So this week we have 2 blocks. We use same colors. One's purple, one's green. New color for us. I don't think we've used this green before.
Kind of a Kelly or a lime green.
Yeah. So, in your kit for the green and purple block, you're gonna have one with the fabric strip. This is for your on-point square. This one is to use die number 5, and you're gonna cut 28, and you can get 28 shapes out of a width of fabric with the 8-inch cube and die number 5. So I'm gonna cut these. It's not real straight, so I'm gonna straighten it out a little bit. And that is all of the pieces for both blocks.
Okay.
Okay? And so when I'm putting it on the die, it's gonna be like, yeah, just like this. And I may get, this die looks like it needs to be picked out a little bit too.
So you just put the selvage on the outside of that line, cut
Yep.
line,
Just like that.
rather than cutting it off.
Yeah, I don't trim it off because I'm using.
Well, and the other thing is you can keep track of where your selvage is.
Yeah.
And which way to lay it.
So that's 12, 24, and 28. And that's all of the white pieces for both blocks. With the purple, you only need 8. So I'm just going to fold this. So there's 4 and 8. You're going to have a little bit left over, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut them out because
You'll use it.
I'll use them. I have a little stack going of these.
5 is a popular.
Yeah, it makes a 2-inch square, so.
Well, and also it, you sew that on to make flying geese.
So there's 6,
The edges.
8.
Not flying geese. With the 4 and 5.
And then last, not last, we need die number,
That's what this
it's 6 is the on point. Just right over that. Your on point square. Boy, having these kits cut like this, pre-cut, it makes it go just pretty fast.
Yep.
One of the things I do when I'm putting my dies away is I always make sure that the top is up so that I don't have to unfold it all of the way. I can just reach in and grab that die. And then we need die number 4. And you have a square for this. Now if you wanted to, we have the same shape in the other block that uses die number 4 in the same color. Might as well just pull that out and cut it at the same time.
Cutting all your fabric at once saves really a lot of time.
It does. And I will cut the whole quilt out. And then again, we go back to die number 5. We need 8 more patches. I'm just going to cut the whole thing. and this gives me 12. So when I'm folding my fabric, I'm folding it down where that selvage is not part of it.
Right.
And then just layer it. I know it's not a race, but I'm done.
Yeah.
And that's such a good feeling.
Yeah, so now I'm ready to just take these and go sit at my sewing machine and sew them together. Super easy. Nothing special about these blocks. You've all done these blocks before.
Yeah.
These are super easy blocks.
Flying geese.
Yeah, I think it's next month. I can tell you if we're going to be using the 4-inch cube.
Gotta come up soon.
What I thought was interesting is on Bonds and Porter on Saturday mornings, they started using AccuQuilt.
Oh, really?
It's neat. They don't say, I don't know if they actually use that, but they use a die and they brought it out and they were
Yeah.
cutting.
Huh.
What is
Next
this
month.
on Saturday? Bonds and Porter.
Oh.
Is all about die number 5, then this is die number 1 in a 4-inch cube. And so that's next month. Month 7,
Lots of patience with the phone.
mastering your 1/4-inch seam.
Like we did this month.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
But with that
It's our
checkerboard,
final.
you're making strips, aren't you?
Yes, you can absolutely make the strips and then sew them together.
Mm-hmm. That saves a lot of time.
Oh my gosh, so much easier.
And then you just cut the block.
And I'll show you some tools that I use to get my 1/4-inch seam perfect. And most sewing machines, that's
Yeah.
from my sewing room. Any questions over this month's block or any of the previous blocks?
remind me how many months does this go?
8. So we have 3 more months, and we just did 5 months, right?
Go ahead and show her your lecture. I think it's a treat. You're cold as you go.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I came here and got the fabric for Quilting As You Go. The designer's Australian and so I learned how to do it. They
Oh,
use
how
boutiques.
Which Australian?
This is Monica Poole.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, you can see my.
I love
Alright.
it.
Did you go? I've never done that. I'd love
So
to.
basically, I
Oh,
had to
yeah.
do these blocks first and quilt them, and then so all the blocks were done, and then you attach these two with this is a sashing or cover strip
She can't
method.
see.
Cover strip method.
The middle.
So these parts, and then you basically sew this bottom one, and that's the part you fold it over, and then sew. It's all machine sewn. So
Yeah, pass
Anyway.
it around, please.
sure.
You've got the stuff here that you can use to take in between, right?
Yeah, it's kind of she's doing it differently.
So you
But
lay
there's
it
kind
on
of a-
there and sew, and then you flip it over.
Yeah, this is a sampler of Quilt As You Go techniques. So there's like 7 techniques that you learn as you go. So this one you do without them. So eventually, I'm not there yet. But
Who's the
Monica Poole,
from Pattern Pool.
Poole.
So this one I'll sew those together, and then basically it'll look like it maybe wasn't.
Yeah, but
They're just starting. They're
Oh, she just
I
turned
love
it.
home.
turned it under.
Yeah, as soon as we get
So
our studio set up, I have a method to like totally cheat at doing quilting as you go like that.
Sweet.
I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, really. For t-shirt quilts, it's super easy. Okay, that's it for me.
I just
If you want to sign up for that, you can sign up now, and all you're doing is paying for the first kit. Kits will be available on Wednesday to pick up.